Welcome back. It's no secret Central Illinois is becoming a popular soundstage to make movies.
Recently, a production company came to Gibson City to film scenes for the movie The Forgiven. Joining us now is director Justin Turner, otherwise known as Jay Turner, and actress Bella Rose. So, Justin, what brought you to Gibson City to do some filming?
Well, Bella's from here, and in the very beginning of the process in pre-production, I wanted to film in a hospital, and it became very hard to film in North and South Carolina because there's a lot of no-film policies in the hospitals. And so her mother works at the Gibson area hospital, and she was able to pull some strings and allow us in there. So my cinematographer, director for photography, Sean Pollock, and I came up, drove 800 miles, and came up here to film.
So you knew Bella?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I knew Bella. She came to North Carolina. She's one of the lead actresses in the film.
Okay.
So she came, and we shot most of the film in October in North Carolina. And it was wrapped up until her mother told me that we could come and film in the hospital, and so I jumped right on it. So
Right. It's good to have those connections.
Yeah, so Bella, did you audition then?
No, actually my mom, she goes through all the scripts that are sent through me, and she found this one, and she read through it, and she basically thought this is one of the best scripts I've ever read. Ooh. And so that encouraged me to sit down and read through it line through line, and I just loved it. And then me and Justin started Skyping, and he really brought the character out of me, and I felt like I could bring her to life better than anybody else could.
Oh my goodness, I love how you put that. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the film, The Forgiven. What is it about?
it's about the main character, Tristan, and his daughter, which Bella plays, Maggie. I call all my actors and actresses by their character name.
You got stay in character.
I'm really big on that. But Tristan, Maggie gets diagnosed with a brain tumor, and he has to pay for it out of his pocket because the insurance company ends up dropping Maggie from the policy, and so he has to go through some pretty brutal things. Loses his morality and goes things that go against his faith, and he actually ends up having to rob a church in order to pay for some of it. And so it's about his humanity and his faith. But in the end, well, I don't want to get spoiler alerts, but
right. We're watching, some of the trailer, and there's Maggie there.
Yeah, Bella. So Bella, I mean, this script sounds like it's a challenging acting role. How did you draw those tears that we saw in that little clip?
Well, as I told you, Justin is just such a great director, and when we were Skyping, like, he literally told me, puffy cheeks, Bella, puffy cheeks. Make sure you're really getting that character out of you, and by the time I started filming, I felt like I was Maggie.
Yeah. Okay, so how old are you? We haven't even addressed that.
I'm 11.
11, and you go to Gibson City schools?
Yeah, I'm in the middle school.
Oh, very good. So what's the future like for you after this?
Well, like every actor hopes, I really do want to win an Oscar or Golden Globe.
Hey.
Yeah, and in the future for me, I probably would have finished my 8 years at Stage Door Manor, an acting camp, where they have such great alumni such as Natalie Portman, Leah Michelle, John Cryer.
Wow, this girl has some big goals.
I think she's on her way.
She sure is.
Seems pretty good.
just a stepping stone.
So it's actually going to be released in your hometown coming up next month?
Yep.
So talk about that.
I'm pretty excited about it. I grew up in a small town, and watching a lot of my people that I looked up to as far as directors and stuff on the big screen, and being able to come back and actually air my first major production in the hometown is pretty special. So.
Well, yeah, it's pretty special to have part of it featured here in Central Illinois as well.
Yeah, and we're actually coming back. We're planning on coming back and shooting in late May, all the way through June. We're going to shoot the next feature for Pinewood in Gibson, called The Lion, the Lamb, and the Serpent.
Cool. So you seem to do a lot of religious-based films, faith-based films.
Yeah, I started my production company, Pinewood Productions, late last December when I was actually working as an assistant golf professional. I went to school for film, and I'd kind of given it up on the industry for about 4 or 5 years, and God just really stepped out and spoke to me and said that this is what I'm supposed to do. And I was like, I have to drop everything. I didn't have much money saved for bills and stuff, but I just stepped out on a limb and quit my job and wrote the scripts and got a $200 camera from my grandpa,
wow.
filmed a couple of trailers, gathered interest, and it just growed into this from an idea into something this big where I'm sitting here talking to you guys in Chicago.
Leap of faith right
Yeah.
there.
So if people in our viewing area want to see this movie, what's the best way for us to watch it?
We're actually working on a release in a couple of theaters in Champaign and Bloomington, and then Harvest Moon, the drive-in theater that's powered by the windmill in Gibson, is actually going to be showing it in late April. But also they can go to theforgivenmovie.com. Somewhere around March, I believe in the middle of March, we might do a live showing online where people can purchase tickets and stuff. But I really hope that we can get into a lot of theaters here, because one thing that Pinewood is about, and something that I'm really proud about this, is each town that we go into and show the movie at that theater, we take canned food items, and people can, patrons would bring the canned food items and take money off their tickets, and we would give it to the local food pantries and stuff like that, and also donate part of the door to local people that need help with hospital bills or something like that,
Right.
you know, so.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a great film. Good luck to you and you
Yeah,
with your
practice your
showing.
acceptance.
Yes, and you're crying. For more on the movie The Forgiven, you can check out their Facebook page, which you see right there. I don't believe that's
Or
their
that's
Facebook
their
page,
website,
but their
yes.
website, and you can learn more all about it. Coming up, fighting.